Alright, so welcome back to another video on the channel, guys. Today we're doing a keep, sell or loan Arsenal squad tier list for, of course, the upcoming season. If you guys were in the first live stream, I did attempt to do this live, but we had some technical difficulties, let's just say the least. So I'm doing it pre-recorded to just be on the safe side. But yeah, we had some people wanting to do it with me as well. But yeah, on the screen, guys, you can see keep for one more season, a loan, and then of course sell, and you got the whole squad here. So yeah, we're gonna get through this today, guys. Make sure to smash that button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Let's add in a few guests as well. We've got my man Ryan. Welcome back, Ryan. How are you doing, my friend? Are you good?
Ah, lovely.
Yes, you've been on the beers, Ryan, today.
Not quite. Not yet, because I was on the live stream. I was on this live stream that team when we had that problem. See, with the Wi-Fi, the sister decided to turn it off. I was like, for God's sake! And then when it, I mean, the whole chat is like the whole chat was like confused. Like as they say, the things like, has it turned off there? And then comments later, it's like ended. I was like.
Yeah, Ryan, you're a legend, my friend. Big up to you, my friend. Anyway, we've got our man. He's on the road to 1K. Fom, welcome back, bro. How you doing, my friend?
Yeah, I'm doing good, thanks. Always a pleasure, and always good to be on here. Thanks for having me on. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Let's go, guys. Let's go. So yeah, guys, make sure you give us up to Fom. Ryan ain't got a channel. He just likes to come on mine, innit, because Ryan's a real one. But anyway, let's get into the tier list, people. Let's start off, guys, wasting no time with the first player. We've got Benny Blanco, Ben White. I'll go first. For me, it's obviously a keep. Had an excellent season last season, right back. It'd be interesting to see where he just played, centre back or whether he stays a right back. Personally, I'll keep him right back. But Ryan, what do you think? Keep, sell, or loan for Ben White, or give him one more season?
I think keep, actually, though.
Okay, fair enough. Fom, what do you think, Ben White?
I keep him, and I keep him as a right back. I think after the season he's just had a right back. Can't really move that. I think that's his position, to be fair. So yeah, he's a keep for me.
Yeah, guys, of course, leave your comments down below. Your options back as well. If you disagree with us, then let us know and where you put any player we talk about today. But of course, the next one is obviously it's like that, obviously, isn't it, guys? Like, you know what I mean? But nah, of course, Star Boy, people, he's unbelievable, isn't it? He definitely keep, guys. Do you both agree? It's pretty standard, isn't it, for this one?
100%. 100%. He should have been in team of the season. He should have been in team of the season.
Facts. Ryan, do you agree? I guess so, because he's not talking. So, yeah, I guess so. Anyway, my left back's next. Straight away, obviously, I'm keeping the guy. What about you, Fon, bro? What's your thoughts on Kieran Tierney?
On Kieran Tierney, I think he's a player that obviously is still trying to learn how to play inverted, which is pretty much in modern day football. You see most teams playing with the inverted fullback. But I think with the Timber deal, I think he'd be good. We could play Timber on the right-hand side inverted and then have Kieran Tierney on the left-hand side, whether that be overlapping or shifting into our back three. I think he'd be good. But I think it's a tough one, to be completely honest, but I'll say keep. Yeah, I'll say keep.
Yeah, obviously, I 100% agree. Kieran Tierney, for me, he's obviously had links away to like Newcastle, I think Aston Villa, Celtic. I think Brendan Rodgers wanted back as well. But I think, yeah, definitely keep quality left back. Trossard again.
Oh, that's a
Quality
tough
signing,
one.
right? Say that again.
He was the best signing in January for any club.
Facts.
He's just been brilliant. He's just been brilliant. Yeah, he's a keep for me.
100%. You know, a very good signing from Brighton, of course. This is an interesting one. We've got Austin Tricity, who's never played a game for Arsenal yet. Didn't even play in the behind closed doors against Watford yet. So we may see him on this US tour, of course, in his home country. But he's out on loan in Birmingham City. Won the player of the season as well. What would you do with this guy? Would you give him a chance, put him one more season, or would you just get rid of him or loan him out again?
I wouldn't be at all surprised if we did what we did with Saliba for Trusty. Send him out on loan a few times and then see what happens. But in my opinion, I'd say sell. Because I'd say sell because he just won player of the season, so you probably get a decent fee out of it. You probably make profit out of the player to then spend. And we're looking to sell a few players because we've already spent £200 million, so we're probably going to have to start selling players. And I think Trusty is unfortunately going to be one of those players that moves on. So yeah, I'd sell him.
I hear that 100%, man. I do hear what you're saying, but for me, I'll loan him again, man. I'll put him in, give him another loan deal because look, we've signed him and he's not even played a game for Arsenal yet. So maybe he deserves. Hopefully, he gets a chance in preseason, you know, and we see how good this guy really is. But guys, this one's up to the chat then, because me and Fom, we've got different opinions for this one. He wants to sell him, I want to loan him. So that's in the chat for Austin Trusty. But you know, we're putting him loan because yes. All right, I'm pretty sure it's one of your favorite players next. Smith Rowe, my friends.
Oh, keep 100%.
Man, just won the Euros and everything for under 21s and everything, man.
Yeah. You can't get rid of Smith Rowe. You know, he is massively because he's been injured pretty much nearly the whole season. Rival fans have come out and said, "Oh, he's not good enough. He's too injury prone. You've got to get rid of him. You've got to get someone that can come in and play."
Yeah, guys, is he gone?
And I think, yeah, he's going to play a big role next season now that Xhaka's left. So yeah, Smith Rowe keep 100%.
Of course, man. Yeah. I remember this guy when 2 years ago when he scored double digits. Do you remember that season? We put him on the left wing a few times and he was superb, man. So let's hope next season we get the similar type of player. But yeah, he's been superb for England as well. I've seen a few of his games as well. Been balling it out. So let's hope he gets a chance for next season. But yeah, of course, 100% keep. All right, Charlie Battino. I was at his first game. You know when we played Sunderland in the Carabao Cup?
Yeah.
He scored his first goal. Battered them 5-1. Obviously, he was out on Blackpool last season. Apparently, he was superb there. What would you do with this guy?
Oh, yeah. I remember his first game as well. I wasn't at the game, but I was watching it. I had a tooth pulled out on that day, which was great. But, yeah, I remember that game. Eddie got his hat-trick, and I was buzzing for Eddie. And then I was buzzing for Charlie as well. You know, again, his first goal, I was absolutely buzzing. I was running around the living room like we had just won the league. So yeah, I'd keep Charlie. I'd keep Charlie.
Yeah, I agree, man. I don't think this kid's got a bunch of potential, man. At the moment, it looks like we're most likely lining back out, but I'm going to agree. I think we should keep this guy in our squad next season. We're going to get game time. I think obviously he'll play FA Cup, Carabao Cup matches. So yeah, I'll keep him for that. That's for sure. Maybe bring him off the bench in the Premier League if against some like like Bournemouth, like no disrespect, but some of like the lower Premier League teams off the bench maybe. So yeah.
If we were to sell Charlie Patino, how much money do you reckon we get for him?
I mean, he was superb last season for Blackpool, wasn't he, man?
Yeah.
I think we'd get at least 10 million for Charlie Patino, man. I really do.
I'd
Would
say
you sell him for that much?
I'd definitely sell Charlie. Well, no, not definitely, but if a good offer came in, then possibly.
Big up my man Rory. Welcome, my friend.
Big up.
How
Am
you
I
doing,
lagging
man?
by any chance?
No.
No, you're good for us. Yeah, it's
Oh.
all good, man. But yeah, big up to you, man. Hope you're doing well, my friends. We're doing obviously keep, sell, loan. So yeah, obviously, if you just look at we've already started. If you look at the ones above, any you disagree with, or you all agree?
I mean, maybe I would give Trusty one more season, but apart from that, it's looking good.
All right, let's continue to. I know this one's going to cause a bit of controversy. Nicola Pepe. For me, keep. Form.
Is that Pepe?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. For me, Pepe, I think he play well. Now this system's changed with Ben White on those overlapping runs. And if we were to sell him, I don't know how much money that would be for. But I don't think Arteta wants the player, and I don't think Pepe wants this club. So for me, I think it would be a better situation if we were to just let him go, whether that be for a fee or not. Because if we're not going to find a club that's willing to pay for him, on top of his wages, by the way, which are outrageous, then we might just be better off tearing up the contract like we normally do and letting him go for free, which, you know, we've been used to seeing over these past few years with Lacazette, with Aubameyang. You know, tear up the contracts and let them leave for free. I wouldn't be surprised if that happened, to be completely honest. So for me, I'd probably give him one more season, but if release was on there, then release, because that looks like what we're doing.
I mean, yeah, it looks that way. I mean, I don't know if you guys noticed, but he's not returned back to the Arsenal squad. I've been watching his Instagram, so he's been training in, I think, his own country. Like he's been in Ivory Coast training on his own. So I think he's definitely been released, guys. But Rory, I think you agree with me, right? You know, keep the guy.
Yeah, I would give him one more season, though. Look, if we weren't going to sign a winger, of course, we've already signed Nelson up on a new deal, but again, I do prefer him on the left because he can cut in on that right foot. And Pepe, obviously, is the opposite. So if we're not going to purchase a winger in the summer, then you might as well just keep Pepe for just one more season. And again, if it doesn't work out, then you let him go, unless if it's not for free, because you can get some good money for the guy, around 15 to 20 million. I mean, for me, I think the realistic price you could get for Pepe is around 20, 25. It would be nice to get the amount of money that we bought for Pepe in 2019, but of course, it's not going to happen. And honestly, I really do like him, and I feel like in Arteta's new system, he could work out, but I just don't see it. I actually didn't know that he wasn't with the Arsenal team for pre-season tour. It's weird because I believe last year Torreira was with the squad, wasn't he?
He was with us, yeah.
And he hardly played a game. So I don't really understand why Pepe is, training elsewhere. It's pretty bizarre if you ask me. So, look, again, I'll leave it up to him. If he doesn't want to be here, go. If he actually wants to fight for a place, then he's more than welcome to stay. But if this just continues with him training by himself, then just get rid. Just there's no need for him to train alone when there's literally, when we're becoming a much bigger club, a bigger unit, and again, the players that we've signed under Arteta, the players we've signed under Arteta, they want to play in Arteta's system. They want to adapt to his playing style. And Pepe at the moment is just like, well, just let it go, innit? Let my contract run out. So
Yeah, agreed.
If this was me, I'll just give him one more season. If we're not buying a winger, but yeah, I don't see that happening.
Thanks, man. This is an interesting one. We've got Thomas Partey, who's obviously been linked with a move to Saudi as well as Juventus. I've heard talk today that he apparently wants to stay. So, what's your guys' thoughts on Partey? So, are you from, man? Thomas Partey.
I think this guy for next season can be a part of one of the best midfields in the league next season. Him, Declan Rice, and Odegaard. That is pretty good. So yeah, I keep him. And if we do not keep him, if we sell him, then it's a shame really, because he's turned down Saudi Arabia, so we get nowhere near as much money back, because Juventus are in a financial state at the moment. So I don't think we get as much money. I think if we were to sell him to Juventus, 25, 30 million. But if it was Saudi, then that price goes up because they've got more money, believe it or not. But for me, he's a keep. He's had a very good season. He's had a very good, I'd say, 18 months. Obviously suffered a lot through injury, but he is still a keep.
For sure, man. Definitely. Rory, do you agree?
Yeah, I do agree. I mean, it wouldn't make sense if we sell both Xhaka and Partey in the same window. If we end up doing that and not signing another midfielder, or if we were going to sell Partey, for instance, I think we would need 2 more midfielders at best, because you've got that same midfield who got us into a title race in the first place. And you're telling me a midfield of Rice, Havertz and Odegaard is better than a Partey, Xhaka and Odegaard midfield? I'm taking last season's midfield. I'm not going to lie. So I feel like we should be including him in our plans. I feel like I've said this from the start. We could play Declan Rice as a more advanced role in that number 8, and then play Partey as that number 6, and then Odegaard further ahead of them. That's what I would like to see.
Yeah. Fair play, man. Fabio Vieira, guys. Look, we paid
Fit these
for me
guys in. So yeah, I would keep him, but I cannot see him staying at Arsenal for much longer. I can see him moving in January. I'm not going to lie.
Really?
Yeah, I've got a feeling he will go at some point.
January.
Yeah.
Fair enough, man. Fair enough.
Either January or next summer.
We've got Fabio Vieira next, guys. Obviously, we paid 35 million for this guy from Porto, guys, and let's just say he hasn't worked out for his first season. If it's up to me, I'll loan him. I think this guy needs a loan. I think get him in the league that's physical, because we know he needs it. Get him to World Cup as well, and then hopefully call him back and see if he's any good. But what would you do? Start with you, Rory, man. Fabio Vieira.
Loan. I mean, I can see him staying at Arsenal for next season, but that's no surprise because he's only had one season. Needs time to adapt. It's just crazy to me that Liverpool paid the same amount of money for McAllister as we did for Vieira. That's the frustrating thing. So, yeah, I mean, I do want the guy to become good, but he needs to bulk up. I'm not going to lie. He really does.
Thanks.
So, yeah, I would like to see him at a Premier League club, me personally, so we can see a lot more of him. And I think he could excel in a Crystal Palace. I don't know, which I believe Palace don't really use their physical strengths that much when it comes to transition. So I've got a feeling he could sue a team like Crystal Palace or somewhere in the Championship. I don't know.
Yep.
So it's a shame because the expectations were really high for him because of his name and that. But I'm not going to lie, he is dreadful. I would rather a retired Patrick Vieira than this one. I'm not going to lie. But again, he hasn't really been played in his correct position. He's more of an attacking midfielder. He's not a number 8. He's not a deep line playmaker who can drop in deep and, you know, bring the ball forward. Or else, again, we're practically back in this same cycle with 2 centre attacking midfielders and then one holding defensive midfielder. It's not going to work. So
no.
I think a loan will suit him good. And again, if he doesn't excel on loan, then just get rid. It's the same with Lokonga and Tavares. Like, they've had good loans, but they're just not Arsenal quality. So we'll see how he gets on. Hopefully on loan, really.
Definitely, man. Fon, what's your thoughts on Fabio Vieira?
Well, yeah, I've already said in this one that Smith Rowe's miles ahead of him, and he's been injured the whole season. So I think that says quite a lot. I'd rather have an injured Smith Rowe in rather than a Fabio Vieira. And Smith Rowe only had 1 knee. So there you go. Yeah, for me, coming with that Championship loan, he's £35 million. And you're asking for a Championship loan. That says quite a lot about this player, I can't lie. Send him to, you know, I'd rather have a Cody Gakpo for the same money. You know, that is crazy. That is crazy. But yeah, I'd say loan. And then if he does well, then sell him if he doesn't bulk up during that loan.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I wouldn't send him straight away, because we paid 35 mil for the guy. So I think send him out on loan, as you said, see how he does.
Did he play in the Euros on 21s?
No, he came out injured.
He's injured.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, I remember him winning player of the tournament at one stage.
I think he has some sort of disease or something.
Oh, right.
All right, there we go then. There we go. All right, next one's, again, pretty plain and simple. Gabriel Martinelli, guys, of course.
Yeah, he's not going anywhere.
Tough one.
Neither is El Neni, though. He's staying for another season. But if it's up to us, what would you guys do?
Move on.
100%.
I do like, he's been a good servant, but...
Good servant, yeah.
Yeah, he's just not needed anymore. I mean, if we were going to keep Partey, you've got Rice, Partey, Jorginho. Like, he's 4th choice in the pecking order. So where are the minutes going to come from? So I think for his own sake, I feel like he should move on. I'm not going to lie. He's been here for how long now? He came in 2015 from Basel.
Jesus, man.
2015, and he's been here for 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020. I can't even... He's been here for, what, 8 or 9 years?
8 years,
I can't be asked to do maths right now, but... Yeah, I think it's time to move on. And if he does get a new contract next year, I don't know what to say. I do understand why we've given him a new contract. He's a leader in the dressing room. Everybody loves him, but... Speaking on the pitch, he's just... Yeah, it's time to move on. He's over 30 now. I believe he is. I think he's one of the players that are older, and he's the only player left from... Sorry, him and Holding are the only players who were left from the Wenger regime. So, yeah, sell for me.
Yeah.
You guys remember his goal against the Barcelona, though? 2016?
Yeah, I do.
Oh my god, bro! What a goal
it didn't mean anything. But
yeah, I think it was like 4. I think they beat us 2-0 the first leg, didn't they? And then we lost 3-1 in the second leg. So
yeah, we missed so many chances in that first leg. Like honestly, it was unbelievable. But we actually played really well in that game. I'm not gonna lie. But it was just Flamini happened, did it? I actually remember that guy. Jesus Christ.
Oh my god, yeah.
He played at Crystal Palace, didn't he?
Yeah.
After, I mean, he came on and instantly gave away a penalty. It's just, oh god,
typical family. All right,
I'm not gonna lie. At that point, I thought we found a gem. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, oh my god, and then he's actually going to be the future of our midfield. But what a player! I remember he got the number 4 shirt as well, and I'm like, oh my god.
Oh yeah.
That's just as embarrassing as giving Nketiah the number 14 shirt. But El Neni, the number 4 shirt, Vieira's shirt number. we've given it to El Neni, but yeah, move on.
All right, yeah. Zinchenko, of course, is a must keep, guys, isn't it? For Zinchenko.
My fullback.
Would you guys play in midfield though, or keep him left back for next season?
I think it depends if we sign another midfielder or not. But the thing is, though, I was talking to my dad about Zinchenko, and he said there's no point in moving him to midfield because he drifts in there anyway from left back.
Yeah, so, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, is there any point? Is there any point?
Well, the thing is, with Timber coming in, we can then alter between him and Zinchenko. So we might see Zinchenko less in the midfield next season. We might see Timber drift into the midfield, and then we could see a Timber Rice pivot, a Timber Zinchenko pivot. You know, it was practically the same lineup week in, week out. Like everyone could predict us. Zinchenko inverting into the midfield, and then the opposition would just loft passes down the right wing because Zinchenko cannot defend, save his life. So, in fairness, I would convert him to a midfielder, and who knows, he could be the one who will play alongside Declan Rice. We could see a midfield three of Rice, Zinchenko, and Ødegaard. That's what I hope. We will see. I mean, he has more numbers. However, I can see him playing as the left back, but we might not see a lot of him in midfield as we have done all of last season. So, yeah.
Yeah, facts, man. For me, as I said, definitely keep. I would play him in midfield next season as well, to be honest. Just Spatini left back. But, all right, Eddie Nketiah, guys. For me, it's time for him to move on. So, what about you, Fom?
I keep him. I know it's controversial, but I would keep him. I absolutely love the guy. I think Nketiah is absolutely brilliant. I love him on his day. Shame his day is the 30th of February. It's a shame because I think I really do like Nketiah. I love watching him play. I don't know what it is about Nketiah. It's just he scores great goals. You know, I know people say, "Oh, he's not worth the number 14 and £100,000 a week." And in all fairness, I was in the middle with the 14 decision, but I still wanted him to stay. I still wanted him to sign that contract. You know, but yeah, for me, it's a keep. For me, it's a keep.
Everyone has their opinion, guys. You know, let me know in the chat, guys. Keep on sorting in Nketiah. Rory, what about you?
I don't know. I mean, look, whenever he stepped in last season, I'll give him his flowers. You know, he was producing goals, and we weren't missing Jesus at that stage. But is he what we need at the moment? Not really, because Jesus is that player where he's really good when it comes to the ball at his feet. You know, that's where you want the ball to be, really. And Nketiah is much similar. So when they're bringing him on, the opposition defenders are going to be like, well, it's Nketiah. Like, it's not Julian Alvarez coming on for Man City, is it? It's Nketiah. And they're both similar players, in fairness. So I feel like we need somebody different up top.
Yeah.
And maybe if he is on this tier list, Balogun, who is totally different to Nketiah. He's a bit taller, and of course he's come back from a fantastic season in France. So he has that fire in his belly, and he's going to be eager to fight for a first team spot. So I don't know. I feel like if we were going to sign another striker, or if we were going to use Balogun next season, then sell. If this was me, I think we could do a lot better. I'm not going to lie. Like strikers like Tony and who's the other guy? God, on Ollie Watkins. Like these strikers who can actually hold the ball down, and are actually a problem for defenders. Like when you're chasing a league title and you have Nketiah up front, you're sitting there like, is that all you got? Like, I don't know. It's a difficult one. He has scored some important goals, to be fair to him. Well, 4 were important goals. Yeah, I would move on from Nketiah. I'm not going to lie. I think we could do a lot better, especially when we're in the Champions League next season, and you're bringing on a similar player in, Nketiah to Jesus.
Facts.
So I don't know. It's a difficult one, but I feel like he could excel. The games I've seen of him last season, it does tell me he can maybe fit into a mid-table club. Like, I don't know. I don't know why I keep getting Crystal Palace into this, but yeah, I guess you've got teams like that. Everton, in fact, maybe Nketiah won't suit Dyche's style. So maybe not Everton, but
maybe send him to Wolves, mate, because Wolves need a new striker.
Oh yeah, maybe. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like Nketiah should be moved on. I feel like we can do a lot better. He's not someone who can once the ball comes down, chest, turn. Like he's not that sort of striker. Whereas Tony, he can do anything. He can take penalties. He can win headers. He can score goals. He can grab plenty of assists as well. And I feel like if he's one of the lumps, like the huge lumps coming off the bench, and I don't know, when we're needing a goal, Nketiah or Tony, like who is more likely to get into that Brentford's team? I think we're all saying the same, and that is Ivan Toney. So Nketiah for me. Thank you for the brace against Norwich, whatever, on his debut, but I think it's time to move on. Again, he's not a young player anymore. He's what, 24 now? Well,
I think he's 25. I swear.
25 years old. I think he's got to go. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, sell for me as well. I think we can all agree on this one, guys. Wait, Eddie. You should say something for him.
Eddie sees me. Give me a call. Eddie, you see me. I've got your respect. Give me a call.
I think we can all agree on this one. Cedric, sell, right?
Yeah, sell.
To move on. Yeah.
I'm hearing he wants to fight for his spot next season. I'm like, oh my God. Right, just to put it into perspective, Timber, Tomiyasu, Ben White can play there. If we're then going to bring in Frimpong at Leverkusen, those are 5 right backs. 5.
You what are you saying in the group chat today about Arteta's acting like Southgate, innit? With all the right backs.
Mikel Arteta is doing like his Southgate wannabe thing. The fact that we've been linked with Jeremy Frimpong, absolute disgrace. Nowhere near 50 million. Nowhere near 50 million.
Are you being serious?
I don't want Jeremy Frimpong. We got enough right backs. Tomiyasu. I rate Tomiyasu. Ben White can play there. Ben White should stay there. I've already said that. You got Timber coming in. He's coming in as a right back. He's not good enough as a centre back, in my opinion, with his like height and everything. We've seen Sandro Martinez do it, but I think he should be a right back. And yeah, I don't want Jeremy Frimpong. We've got enough fullbacks now, in my opinion.
He can play a left back as well. In case if Tierney does end up leaving, can also do a job at left back. So maybe that's ideal for Arteta. Maybe I don't know. I mean, him and Martinelli or him and Saka down that right hand side. That guy is a blockbuster going forward. Like, honestly, I think he's got, what, 8 goals and 11 assists? That guy's nearly got double figures for a right back.
Exactly.
So, I'm not gonna lie, I would take him, but I would be in question because, again, do we need him? Like, we should be spending that sort of money on the midfield because we've already let go of Xhaka. Partey's future is undecided. So I'm in the middle between this Frimpong transfer. If it goes through, great. We've got another option because we need them sort of options next season. We don't want players like Holding stepping in for a title race run-in. Because don't forget, Tomiyasu can actually do a job at centre back. So can Ben White. Timber can play centre back. So ideally, we haven't got an out and out right back. Let's be real. Tomiyasu's more of a centre back. Ben White, as I said, was a centre back. Got drifted out as a right back. Timber, I guess, is more of a centre back as well. So I feel like this move would make sense, but we've got plenty of players who can play in that position anyway.
Facts.
But I feel like if we bring in an out-and-out right back, could change things. I'm not going to lie. Whether he's better at going forward than he is defensively is a different story, and I don't think Arteta would like that. But if he's brilliant at going forward and he can whip in crosses day in, day out, then, mate, I'm all for that transfer. Whether I think it's going to happen, I don't think it's going to happen, by the way. I really don't, because, again, we have got other players in that position, but it would make sense. I'm not going to lie.
I'm trying to work out who this guy is. Who's this
goalkeeper?
Arthur Okonkwo. Yeah, it's awful.
Is it Okonkwo?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Okonkwo.
I'd loan him. This
is a guy who played against him Birmingham, didn't he? And he made a mistake.
Yeah, that was an awful mistake still. Oh my. I think he was in the 18-yard box as well. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
How old is he now?
Swiping
He's still young.
Like 22, 21, 22.
I'd loan him, guys. What about you?
Yeah, same.
Yeah, same. I would loan him.
Yeah, loan this guy, man. All right, Declan Rice. We obviously know.
Keep.
Mate, no one more season. He's going to keep playing.
Yeah, obviously, because we haven't seen him. Like, what happens if this transfer doesn't work out?
Oh my God.
Yep. See ya. Goodbye. So, obviously he is a keep because we've only just bought him. I know it's not been announced yet, but still, he's going to be a huge part of this season. And let's just, I don't know, pretend that category is, I don't know, crucial, whatever, and he's in that category because you can't judge on whether you want to keep him or sell him, can you? Because he's hardly kicked a ball for Arsenal.
Yeah.
However, he has kicked up the ball in the Premier League, so I don't know.
Right. Of course, my man's signed a new contract as well. Mr. Saliba, bro. Of course, he's
a keep.
I'm putting in the first keep because look, he's for me the most important player at our football club in my opinion. But yeah, pretty plain and simple, guys. He's staying. New contract. I'm buzzing about that. And yeah. All right,
Who's
Balogun.
that? Oh, it's Balogun.
Florian Balogun, guys.
If you're selling Nketiah, then keep Balogun.
Yeah,
But if you're
that's
keeping
what I would do.
Nketiah,
I'm hearing Chelsea links as well.
Do we
Chelsea
give
links.
him one more season, or do we just keep him?
one more season.
One more season.
Because maybe we can get some good money for him, man.
Maybe.
Apparently, we can get about 50 mil for the guy this window if we really wanted to. And there's a few clubs in for him, really interested in the guy. I mean,
Like
Chelsea.
Chelsea.
Season. Yeah, Chelsea as well. Oh my god.
Well, yeah, but then if you're selling Balogun, then you kind of need a striker straight away. So you might.
I would have signed a striker no matter what.
If you sell Balogun, then you keep Nketiah, then sign Ivan Toney in January. That's what you should probably do. That would work.
Right, that.
Yeah, for me, I think we keep him for this season, guys. See how he does under Arteta. Oh no, look who's next. You guys remember this?
Oh my god.
Oh,
he's still here.
Why is he still here, bro?
I thought we went last summer. Oh,
can you like? Alone. Oh my word! Can you like make a Runnison category, like just Runnison?
Yeah.
Wait, hold on.
Because I think that's fair. I'm not gonna lie.
Right,
let's tear up the contract. Put Runnison in there.
Wait. What's your name? It Runnison or tear up the contract?
Just goodbye.
Burn.
Can't spell goodbye.
Or just Butterfingers, whatever.
Yeah, I'm shocked how he's still here. I can't believe it, man. But yes.
Oh my god. I honestly can't.
Oh my god, guys, it gets worse. We've got Nuno Tavares next.
No, that's disrespectful for Nuno.
Yeah, I would have put the goodbye. It's not that bad. It's not that. Well, I don't know. Is he that bad? I mean, he's all right going forward, but defensively, that guy is a liability. I mean, we only signed him last year.
He ain't a left back.
Yeah, I tell you what, he reminds me so much of Andre Santos. Remember him?
Yeah, I remember him.
He was all right going forward, but defensively.
Oh.
Wait, where was I? Jesus Christ.
You talking about Andre Santos?
Oh, Andre Santos. Yeah, I remember. Okay. Andre Santos. He was awful defensively. He was one of the worst defenders I've ever seen in my life, and he was a left back. Yeah, I mean, he does give me them vibes, but yeah, move on from Tavares.
Yeah.
We don't play a formation that suits his attributes. Like Marseille played a 3 at the back.
Yeah.
Last year.
And he was playing left wing back, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then there's the game against Chelsea a few years ago where Nketiah, just saying, Nketiah scored a few goals, and he was playing as a wing back.
Was he?
He did really well.
And he scored against Man United, didn't he? Remember?
Pardon?
And Tavares scored against Man United.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Nah, get rid of the guy though, man. So sorry, it's time to move on from Nuno Tavares. All right, next up, Jorginho. Can't believe I'm saying this. I'll give this guy one more season, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think he's going to be here one more season.
Yeah, I thought he's pretty solid when he came in, man.
Yeah,
I really do, man. Yeah. Really surprised me as well because I thought, another Chelsea reject, but well, is he really rejected Chelsea? I mean, he won quite a lot with them, but I was like, Jorginho, come on. But you know what? He proved me wrong, man. I'll give one more season. We've got Marquinhos, who scored in the game against Watford the other day behind closed doors. I wouldn't tell this guy yet. I don't know what you guys think.
Another loan.
Another loan, yeah.
Yeah.
Where did we loan him out last season? Was it
Norwich?
Oh, Norwich. Yeah.
Had one good game, didn't do anything else for the rest of them.
Oh, really? Oh, wow.
I don't think he received that much playing time, to be honest. Which isn't necessarily his fault, but for me, it's the club's fault for not playing the guy, because the games I saw of Marquinhos whenever he was in a Norwich shirt, he looked good. I'm not gonna lie, but again, it's the same scenario with Arsenal. Like the games he has played for Arsenal, I believe he only made 2 appearances. They were pretty decent, if you ask me. So I think he deserves another loan, and I just hope that whoever snaps him up, they actually play him for a full season, like playing consistently. So yeah, I would loan him again.
Jordan, what are you saying, my man? You good?
Hey guys. What's up, Rory and
I'm good.
Yeah, I'm all good, man.
Jordan, you change your time of your stream, man, because I've got host it in it, and I've run over time a little bit. I'm sorry, man.
Yeah, I put it for 2:30. Can I see you put 2:30?
Okay, bro. All right, Jordan. So we're doing Arsenal keep selling low, my friend. So we're gonna move on. We've got Gabriel Jesus, Jordan. You start us for this one, man. What do you think Arsenal should do with Jesus?
Gabriel Jesus. Hoping he score next season. So I want to see if he will score against Forest on the opening Premier League season. So I want to see what he can do against Forest.
Yes, obviously keep. Guys, you agree as well? Keep for Jesus.
Yeah.
For me,
I feel like this is a huge season.
I know there'll be people saying he don't score enough goals. Give him one more season, but I can see him scoring. I'll say minimum 15 goals next season, because when he came back from injury, he was playing really well. He scored quite a few goals. To be fair to him, he got more goals when he came back injured in a shorter period of time than he did in the whole of the first half of the season. So I keep him. I can see him scoring 15, 16, 17 goals for us next season. So yeah.
All right, Kai Havertz obviously recently just signed with us.
Yeah.
Obviously, sits on the Declan Rice. We can't really say anything, but of course he's going to be hit, so keep.
Yeah, this is why I think people have to start cutting the Havertz slack, to be honest, because this happened with Jorginho in January. Oh, he's going to be a flop, blah, 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 65 million down the drain. We have not seen this guy play yet.
Yeah.
Like, give it a rest, man. It's so irritating.
Yeah, I was thinking about it earlier. He scores big goals in big games. He scored quite a lot of winners for Chelsea, including the Champions League final.
Club World Cup,
yeah. And then there was against Newcastle a few years ago. Against West Ham, I think it was last season, to win Chelsea 3 points. So yeah, he has scored big goals in big games. So yeah, stop. And there's people saying, "Oh, shy Havertz, goodbye Havertz." No,
yeah, I think I saw this on Twitter. Carefree Lewis G, all right, went to Stamford Bridge. They still have this Havertz poster around Stamford Bridge in the display area. he took a pic of it and stuck his middle finger up the camera. I mean, in fairness, I can't blame him, but honestly, they would have won naff all for. Well, I think, if I'm not mistaken, the last trophy, apart from the Champions League, was the Europa League in Baku against us. So if Havertz didn't score that Champions League final goal for Chelsea, they wouldn't have won anything.
Facts.
It's the same with Aubameyang. Like, why on earth are we discriminating him for winning us a trophy What back 3 years ago? Sorry.
Yeah.
I don't get it. I really don't, because we wouldn't have won anything since 2017
Jeez, bro.
if it wasn't for Aubameyang in that final.
Oh man.
And if he ends up going to Barcelona, yeah, we all love him now.
Yeah, the thing is, right?
I mean, I'm pretty sure we're going to play Barcelona in the Champions League as well if Aubameyang ends up moving. I'm surprised he's still at Chelsea. I'm not going to lie.
He's surely got to go this window, man. Who is this guy, by the way, guys?
Carl Hyen, I think.
Heinz Beans.
Who?
Yeah, it's Carl Hyen. I remember him playing, actually.
Carl Hyen.
Yeah, I remember him playing against... was it
Brighton.
Lyon in a pre-season friendly, and he saved 4 penalties?
Hold on. No, this is the same game that we played against Brighton, weren't it? In the Carabao Cup.
Yeah, him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a keep. Keep him as like third choice.
Yeah, I mean...
How old is he?
He's...
20 max.
Let me check. He is... Oh my god! Hold on, I typed the wrong height. Fucking hell. Came up with G Simons, for God's sake. Right, hold up. What the hell is going on here? I can't spell. He's 21.
Okay.
Yeah, I would loan him.
Yeah. We got Matt Turner, who's looked really decent when he came in, man. I'll keep him.
Keep.
Yeah. Decent goalkeeper.
Rob Holding.
My guy.
Yeah. In fairness, I think he is Bolton level, and he probably should have stayed there. I'm not going to lie, since he picked up that injury in 2018, he's been woeful, I'm not going to lie. I think that injury ruined him. And we don't need players like that who can step in when needed. Yes, I know he does have the odd game where we're like, oh, well done, Holding. You played really well, but I expect you to do that because you're a professional footballer.
Yeah.
Like, I've had good games in the past at centre-back, and I'm not even a centre-back. So, yeah, goodbye, Holding.
I feel bad for Rob Holding. I really do.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't want. It's one of those players where I don't want him to leave, but looks like he's going. So, yeah.
By Rob Holding, yeah.
Yeah, I think we should have sold him 3 years ago, I'm not going to lie, when Newcastle came in for him.
Yeah. I remember his 2017 FA Cup final performance, though. It was
and in the semi-final as well against Man City.
Oh, yeah.
I think that was arguably his best game.
Yeah. But yeah, it's time for him to move on. Fom, do you still hate Gabriel?
Oh, not as much as I used to be fair. Nah, he's not a sell, but he's not alone. He's not Renison, so I keep him.
Yes. Gabriel, man.
Saliba's
there's
still
actually
better.
no one available on the market, innit? To replace him. I don't think we are going to get a Gabriel replacement anytime soon. And it's going to be hard to replace him, I'm not going to lie. Because...
I mean, to be fair, Skriniar's just gone on a free. I'd have taken him.
Skriniar. I mean, he's getting on a little bit now. I don't think he's
only like 28.
I don't know. I mean, Kim Min-jae went to Bayern.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think anybody is available in the market, really, who can replace Gabriel. Hence why we were interested in Martinez last summer, because he could have been a future Gabriel replacement if he does end up going. Yeah, I do love the guy. I feel like he has not put a foot wrong, apart from the start of last season. But I feel like as soon as he didn't get selected for the World Cup squad in Brazil, he knew he had to. What's the term? He knew he had to book his ideas up. There we go. He had to book his ideas up and actually start performing. And in fairness, it is hard to replace anyone in that Brazil team, especially in defence. So, yeah, maybe he is an inside shout for one of Brazil's future centre-backs. I don't know, but yeah, I would definitely keep him for next season. I mean, he has got Champions League pedigree. Don't forget that. He played in the Champions League for Lille before he came. So,
yeah, you're right.
Yeah, he will be vital in the Champions League next season, hopefully, anyway.
Yeah.
Tell you what, I have respect for Gabriel because he called out Lee Gunner on Twitter once. So
did he?
Yeah, I remember a few years ago. Yeah, I remember a few years ago when Lee was like,
I do remember that.
Yeah, let me express my opinion about Eddie and Ketia getting the number 14 shirt. And then Gabriel was like, how dare you? Would you say that to Eddie's face? Something along them lines.
Seriously, wow.
Yeah, I
remember that.
Wow. Gabriel. Is that why Lee calls him the Bozo Gene then, do you think? Because he got called out?
That's why he doesn't like him.
There we go.
Because he called him out. And Lee Gunner, I believe, replied saying something along the lines of, how about you learn how to defend first before you start tweeting about other fans? Like, in fairness, I don't think you should be calling out fans like that who are just there for opinions. But Lee Gunner is pathetic sometimes, honestly. I hate listening to him. Even if we end up winning the league next season, he'll still find something to moan about. Oh, why is this player still here? So on and so on. We need this amount of players to retake. Like, he wants trebles, he wants quadruples, which I don't have a problem with. But are we entitled for that as Arsenal fans? I don't think so. We're entitled to win trophies, but are we entitled to win trebles, quadruples? Like, if you want that week in, week out, then why can't you just piss off and support PSG? It's as simple as that. Because they win trophies year in, year out. Real Madrid do the same thing. And people can go on about Real Madrid has a winning mentality, all of that jazz. If they finish, how many points did they finish below Barcelona? 12, 13 points beyond Barcelona? If we finish 12 to 13 points behind Tottenham in a title race, then I will be wanting the manager sacked. Yep. Yes, he won the Champions League back then, but yeah, I don't understand it. I really don't.
All right, Tomiyasu, guys, injury prone. I'll keep him for one more season, I think.
Nah, not one more season, just keep him.
Fair enough. What about you, Rory?
I will give him one more season. I'm not going to lie. I think next season is the turning point for him. If he ends up having another injury hit season, then he's going to be out the door. Because we are interested in players in that exact position, which is maybe why we are interested in Frimpong, because Tomiyasu is so injury prone, he cannot seem to stay fit. So I feel like one more season, and if he ends up having another season where he's going to pick up injuries at a vital part of the season, then yeah, I think it's time to say goodbye. But I do like Tomiyasu, I really do.
Obviously, Ramsdale we're keeping. Obviously, what goalkeeper?
Yeah, he's signed a new deal.
Yeah.
I would have got.
Pretty sure he was.
Obviously, he's keeping as well. Another.
Yeah, he's about to sign a new deal as well.
Timber, we just signed as well. He's gonna go keep.
It's going down.
I'm yelling Timber. Nelson just signed a new contract as well. I would give him. I'll keep him as well.
Keep him.
Rakonga, bye bye.
So
Same as
I would
Runnison.
almost put him in the goodbye. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
Oh, goodbye. All right, sure, man. Yeah.
Well, no, I would almost. Put
I
him in
would.
goodbye. But because
would.
he peed me off so much in that Man City game, where the entire team went up to thank the fans with no, oh my days. So, sorry, with only one-way flights to flights, one-way train journeys to Manchester, and Lokonga was the only Arsenal player who walked off that pitch. In fact, he didn't even walk. He trudged off that pitch like he didn't even care. And he started well at Crystal Palace when Vieira was there. But as soon as Hodgson's come in, it's not worked out for him. He's not had a lot of minutes. So I don't see Crystal Palace signing him permanently. And I hope, we get some good money for him because it just has not worked out. It's not, unfortunately for him. I can see him move. I think he'll be a good Burnley player. I don't know. I mean, Vincent Kompany, of course, had him when he was at Anderlecht. So I think a move for the Congo at Burnley would suit him better, or just at a mid-table club in the Premier League or Championship. He is that level at the moment because he just slows the midfield down, innit? Reminds me of El Neni, prime El Neni.
Prime.
But a little taller and a little more athletic, So
And
the Congo,
yeah, facts, man. And guys, Kiwa, I'll keep him for one. I'll keep him. Just keep for now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just come in. It's good backup for Gabriel.
But yeah, that is finally the tier list, guys. Of course, in the chat, let us know if you someone got through the whole hour. Let us know if you agree or disagree with any of these. But yeah, as you see, we're keeping all these. One more season, loan, sell, and goodbye as well to Runnison and the Congo. But
wait, is this pre-recorded?
Yeah, it is.
What
I didn't want to get embarrassed on live again. Like when my internet went down and when I accidentally ended the stream. So that's how I pre-recorded, bro.
Yeah, I was a bit confused because you said, let me know in the chat what you think of the tier list. So I'm like, well, is this pre-recorded or is this actually live?
Pre-recorded. Yeah, pre-recorded, man. I don't know how it's gonna upload it over 1 hour, but I'll try and figure it out, innit?
Yeah, with your internet, give it 6 days.
We'll
get there eventually.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, I've got to bounce. I've got Jordan. I'm sorry. I'm 1 minute late on your channel, bro. I'm so sorry, bro. So I'm gonna literally bounce you on right now. But yeah, guys, thanks. Make sure you subscribe to From. He's on the road to 1K. Rory's hit 1K now. He's on the road to 2K. Jordan's on the road to 2K as well. Yeah, and I'm on the road to 5K. So please sub them. All the links will hopefully be they'll be in the title in it because that's easier. So take care, guys, and we'll see you for another video very, very soon.